This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Blocks the jump in. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes a trip. Combo with the target combo. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. They saw a path and they took it. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Zones with the fireball.
How's this?
You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Cool gain control of the match in the early going. Hits with the overhead. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. From up above, you can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Big throw. Going in, avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Does a good job escaping the corner. Player one can build off this lead. Okay, creating some space here. Out of range, relatively safe. Player two can't use any experiencing burnout. Player two has an empty drive feed. This is a very precarious situation. Both fighters planning something? Looks to drop him to earth. It's a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
En ese momento, Cell sintió el verdadero terror.
Throwing some shade. Oh, putting the cherry on top. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Blocks the jump in. Opts for the throw. Steps in for the throw. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. What are they thinking here? Player one has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Goes for the throw. All right. They break things off to take a quick breather. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player one, Chase goes for the super art. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Formula! Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? Time to sit on the lead. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Katsu's out of the quick dash. Very slick with the combo. What'll happen here? Shows the medium kick. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Player two holding on to that corner overhead, but it won't work. That's the counter. All in with a rush. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Orbital incoming. Getting it all on this level 2 super art. Who's at the bait at this range? Uses the teleport. Wraps it up with a throw. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with a projectile. Uses a drive parry against the attack. A parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. Blocks the low heavy. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid corner switch. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Burnout activates. Not having the cross-up. Throws him. What's next? Medium kick hits. Start the push with Arabian Cyclone. All right, what's Isar's action? Here comes the rude master. Player two needs to hold out until their drive game ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. Player one with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Drive reversal. Earns a breather to reset the situation. Charges forward. Player two is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Hits them with a stopping block. Player one will look to apply pressure. Overhead attack. Reads the jump in perfectly. Noticeable life lead is a comeback to chips them for the win. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Was looking for that jump attack. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Throws him down. Player one has the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Takes a trip. Checks him with a projectile. Sticks the jump in. KO. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Fires off a rope, springs forward with a drive rush. Player one needs to use the cut of the corner here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash on an angle. The Cyclone hits, ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Hits the back throw to get the side switch. There's a change of sides. Both fighters planning something? Grabs and throws him away. Nova lays down a whirlwind. Going in, still slugging it out at this range. Are we gonna see a comeback here? In there! Player one brings
a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do?
Here. Now observe.
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? The command grab doesn't make it. Knockdown. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Taking stock. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 has a slight life. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. The exchange flows. Grabs them with the embrace. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. G-right kick for a mix-up.
Oh, putting the cherry on top.
Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Jump. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Gets him with a Euro step. Earns a breather to reset the situation. Player 2, burnout activates. Turns out. Oh, perfect execution with the anti-air. This is gonna hurt. A jump in? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. The pre-glove skewers them. Sees the overhead coming. Plus anti-air. Stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with his flatline zone. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. Battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. The timer is down to half. How will our fighters use this time to create chances for themselves? Into the latter half of the round. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. They break things off to take a quick breather. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Medium kick hits. G-right kick for a mix-up. Jump. Baits them and goes in for the hug. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Smart play with the throw. That throws you some good damage. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Blocks it. Knocked him out of the air. Goes low. Connects with the throw. Going in. The overhead denied. Sets up with the jump in. Getting up close and personal. This is a bad whip. They're wide open. What a finish. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
New challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Parries the attack and... Parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to turn KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Throwing some shade. Time to reassess the situation. Going on the offensive? Anything off the smash? Underhand slap. They return to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. 3-ball? Are we gonna see a comeback here? They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Immediate jumping. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. The super connects. Player 2 with the overhead attack. Reversal. Earns a breather to reset the situation. Player 1 needs this to reach some big damage. What are they gonna do? Catches them at a bit of OD spicy. Overhead, but it won't work. Stand free. Are we gonna all in with the rush? Borderline incoming. Okay, here we see closes it out. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Throwing some shade. Charges forward. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Slips the grab. The cross-up connects. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for... Did this super art connect? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. They're barely hanging in there. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps. Scrapping it out up close. Throw escape. That text what you get when both sides go in on the throw. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue to fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Player 1 is the KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Barely blocks the jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Borderline incoming. Dangerous range anti-air in the front. And it might be a pivotal super. The overhead denied. Gets him with a Euro step. These fighters are swinging. Ooh, what a smart blow. Amazing. Both fighters are down to half life. Reversal. What are they gonna do? The big love viewers them. Okay, nobody blinks. Blinks in. Keeps them out. Just a Chernobyl rip. What a finish. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Deal some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? Turns up the heat and cooks them with the combo. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Anything could happen here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. All right, what handful! Nasty blow to the back of the head. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. In there! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Jumps? Are we going to see some fireworks? Combo with the target combo. Throwing some shade. Jumps in. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully.
Pushing through with the gladiators.
With breather, raw critical. What's gonna happen? Experiencing grip KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Pokes with a medium kick. Next with the throw.
Throwing some shade.
Stone cold embrace. You can't block those. Player 2 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense?
Turning it right up with a super.
Spends it all on the super.
Not shy one bit about it. Now you know.
Super.
That's what I want to see.
Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? What a finish! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Three-ball? Takes the chance to hurt him. Decent damage. What's next? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Look at the damage they can pump out with the combo. Things are heating up. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? They block the overhead, and life lead opens up. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for the jump in to start the round. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Stop the attack by using a drive parry. Not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Takes them and goes in for the hug. Both fighters planning something? Jumps? Barely blocks the jump in. With breather. Departure set. Uses the target combo as a filler. Getting up close and personal. Uses the gauge for a super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Now you know.
Makes smart use of the game. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home.
Challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Parries the attack and gets a chance with that jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by fading something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Big counter. Are we going to see some fireworks? The rapid fire fist sends them up. Dashes forward. Big throw. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Wow, that's some big time damage. Threatened cleanly. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? The jump in catches them. Grabs a solid advantage after that big combo. You can't hesitate when a chance like that presents itself. Is this a sign of what's to come? Player 2 chases them down. Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Big springs forward with the drive leg. Up into the air off of just cool. Quick, burnout activates. Ends the meeting, hoping for a good return. Closing it out with a super arc finish. Nice and clean. Flawless done. They got him so quick. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral
Challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Taking stock. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. All right. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. And uses the drive rush here to wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. They trade hits, and now hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player two has a slight life lead. Both fighters planning something? Closes the gap. Very slick with the combo. What'll happen here? Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player one with the rhythm. Reversal. Noticeable life lead is a uses the teleport. Yo! Super hit! Gets the counter hit and the win! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Jumps in, sets up with the jump in. Dribble. Player two with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Looking for a hold. Connects with the throw. What's next? Reversal. Neither fighter is showing any signs of backing down. This could lead to some big damage. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Quick step forward. Dangerous range. This is gonna hurt. A super art to show off what a PhD in fighters can do for you. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that comeback. That's a counter. Three-ball ices him. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. They were ready for the air attack. Well-timed command throw there. Throws them to negate the block. Taking stock. Parries the attack. Connects with medium kick. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. All right, what's coming up next? Oh God, this is tense. Oh. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Projectile to try and change the situation. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Interdiction! Nothing's gonna save them now. Say goodbye to that life bar! Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Quick dash it. Connects with medium kick. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen here? Looking for a chance. Close range projectile. use any drive moves without burning out. Knockdown and player 1 needs to use their SA. Can this drive bring them back? Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. What are you jumping in for? Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.